Welcome everyone to another video from Face Paint Forum Shop. Today we'll be painting a sugar skull, but we're gonna do it as cheek art. Yep, cheek art. I'm your artist rep Lily Santoya, so let's get started. So here I'm using this gorgeous color. It's called Dreamsicle, and you can find it at Face Paint Forum Shop. We're creating the skull here, right? The base. So I create that background with my sponge, and I just want to show you how gorgeous and vibrant this is. Oh, I love it. Alrighty, so I'll take a baby wipe and we're going to create the skull shape. So I'm going to go around it. Remember that the skull is wider on top than it is the bottom because of the chin. After you get your shape, go ahead and let that dry. Then I've loaded my Lowell Cornell round number 3 with Superstar Petrol Blue, which is one of my very favorites, of course. It's a really amazing replacement for black when you get tired of black line work. Just seems to go with everything. So here we're creating the eyes. Go ahead and make them a little big. And then we're going to create the nasal cavity. We do this by stamping the tip of the brush down. There we go. So now we'll create the centerpiece for the forehead. We're going to do this flower in line work. That way we don't hide the gorgeous background color. Just making some petal shapes here. You could even do a flower crown if you wanted on the sugar skull. Now we'll create the outline of the skull. Now the skull does have a deep cavity in the temple area as well as under the cheekbone. So anytime you're doing a skull, remember that. There's the deep cavity at the temple here up top and then right under the cheekbone. So we'll meet the chin together. I've reloaded and I'm going to stamp the tip of my brush to create the teeth. And the bottom row, I decided to make it slightly smaller just to give it a little bit of definition. Alright, and as we all know, sugar skulls are meant to be celebratory. They're meant to be happy. We're remembering our loved ones, you know, the good times, the good memories. So we definitely want to, if we can, put some really beautiful line work and filigree in there. So here I'm just doing teardrop swirls. Now if you don't have a lot of time and you've got a long line, feel free to just use Face Paint Forum Shop's chunky glitter. I'll be using it here in a second. So here I'm adding some more teardrop swirls, just going a little crazy with it. There we go, and we do that by drying and stamping it. So now I've got my Lowell Cornell with DFX Black actually, and I'm putting dots around the eyes, but I'm varying them in size. So some of the dots are going to be bigger. Now this gives the illusion that I worked really hard to get the detail in here. And of course we're gonna put some dots here in the petals, and we're gonna give this sugar skull a smile. Alright, I decided I wanted a deeper cavity in the eye, and you'll see why in a second. I've got my Lowell Cornell round number 3 loaded with Superstar White. And here I'm just going around all the line work. This is definitely an optional step. You don't have to do it. But here we're just having some fun. Now along with outlining the line work, I'm going to add some dots of different sizes, varying sizes, right? On the outside and the inside of the design. I stamped the tip of my brush to get the center of those eyes, and you can see how much that popped, right? Now I'm stamping my brush again, just the tip of it, to get petal shapes on the cheekbones. And we'll use a drag and drop technique to get teardrops up there by the flower. I'm going to add some dots of different sizes as well within the design inside. Ooh, chunky glitter from Face Paint Forum Shop. This is called Tiger Lily. So it comes to you dry. You're welcome to use Vaseline or chapstick to apply it. It's so beautiful. I use it all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. So this rainbow cake is called Dreamsicle. You can find it at Face Paint Forum Shop along with everything else I used here in this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Viva Mexico!